Hello fellow Saiyans and other lifeforms, welcome back to Saiyan TCG, and in today's video we have the Saiyan Wonders starter deck with Vegeks, or no, Gotenks. My bad. Well, yeah, no, the leader is Vegeks and it comes with a Gotenks Unison, so let's get into it. There we go. I've gone over these rule sheets like 2 times, so if you guys didn't check it out, I went over this. You get one in every starter deck, but let's check out the playmat for this one. Don't want to rip it. I ripped part of the freezer one, as you guys know, so gotta be gentle with these. See, now like this playmat, Bandai, make this into a rubber playmat. So you got Gotenks and Vegeks on the side. So that looks pretty awesome. And of course you got your leader area, your unison, your battle, your combo, your energy, your drop area, your deck, and your life. And again, go over keywords, some rules, and some glossary terms. Like, what is an energy? What does this cost mean? What EX evolves means? And stuff like that. And let's get into the deck. I gotta say, personally, it feels kind of weird that I'm just barely going over this, but like everybody else has had these for a while. But that's what happens when you order your starter decks with your booster box, and you have to wait till the street date of the starter or the booster box to get these. So you're starting off with the SS or Super Saiyan Gotenks Fusion of Friendship, which is it doesn't have a specified cost, so you can pay as many energy as you want. But I mean, obviously you want to play maybe at least 2 or 3, so then you can use the +2 and then the next turn do the -4. So let's just see. So he only has 5k base, so hopefully his skills actually pump him up. So let's see. I'll just put him in a sleeve. So his auto, if your leader card is a black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, and you don't have a Unison card in play, you may play this card from your drop area with a marker on it. So you know what I'm thinking. No, I mean, you guys probably don't know what I'm thinking, but if you followed the channel, you know I was a big fan of the Black Mass Saiyan, and you know what? You mill him with the effect, and then you could play him. So I might have to see if maybe Black Mass Saiyan could come back with this, even though everybody's playing it with the Vegeks leader. But I don't know, I still have, I still enjoy Black Mass Saiyan and wish to see it come back. So maybe we'll have to see. Oh, well, I didn't go over the marker plus and minus. My bad. So for +2 markers, has activate main, choose one card in your hand and discard it. This card gains 10k power for the turn, so he becomes a 15k. And then for -4 markers, activate main. This card gets 20,000 power and dual attack for the turn. So it becomes a 25k dual attacker. I mean, not bad. Okay, next. Hold on. Yeah, obviously you get one gold foil and then one regular. So we're just going to sleeve up the other one since I did get two of these. Because, I mean, best way to just get a playset of all your cards then. Knocking everything over. There we go. And then we have the Vegeks leader. So it starts out as Vegeta, Xeno, and Trunks Xeno. For Xenoverse, I guess. Even though technically, I don't know why they just don't call him Time Patroller. So, permanent, you can only play mono black battle cards with this leader. And then activate main once per turn, burst 5, draw 1 card. So, yeah, so you burst 5 and you draw 1. I guess that's why you have the Unison that comes to play if you discard it with an effect. And then awaken if your life is at 4 or less, or you have 20 or more cards in your drop area. You may draw 1 card, switch up to one of your energy to active mode. Add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 cards in your life, and flip this card over. I'm pretty sure there was a more simplified way of saying that, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's Bandai. Plus, I mean, it's not written in English. It's written in Japanese and then translated to English. But so there's probably a way that they could have made that shorter because it's just like a paragraph. Like, if your life is at 4 or less, draw cards from your life until you have 6 energy, and then switch one of your energy to active mode and draw 1 card. And then he becomes Vegeks, the unsung fusion hero. I mean, we've gotten hinted from the draft box of Goku, which is Goku and Hercule, which we've had already a card. I wonder if Goku will become like a leader card or something. Because we've already had like the Hercule when he believes that he's a Super Saiyan card. So maybe we'll get a Goku card. I personally, if they're going to show some more Heroes cards, I want Gohan and Trunks fusion, which is Gohanks or Gohanks. I'm not 100% sure. Or if we got a Zeno Super Saiyan 4 Vegito or Gogeta, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Trunks future, or Zeno Trunks. That'd be pretty sick. So on his awakened side, he's a 15k. He is a black leader. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, I guess. Permanent, you can only play mono black battle cards. So you could use not black and extra cards. And technically you could use those to put his energy to play other black or non-black and extra cards. So I don't know if there's any cards that maybe you would put in here, but I mean, you could. It only specifies black battle cards, so you could do extra cards. Who knows? Permanent sparking 20. If you would lose the game by running out of cards in your deck, shuffle your drop area into your deck instead. I think that is a busted Uno inspired effect where, oh, we ran out of cards. Well, I guess we're going to shuffle the cards that we already used back into the deck, and there we go. I mean, I guess they had to do that since you are milling 5 cards from your deck per turn just so you could draw 1 card. You would go through your deck real fast. So I guess that's why they had to do it. That's kind of busted. Bandai, give us a remade Black Mass Saiyan with that same ability. Do it. You would be beyond busted and awesome. Okay, activate main. Once returned, draw 1 card. Place 5 cards from the top of your deck in your drop area. Then choose one of your black Unison cards and it gains double strike. So, if you do the -4, he gains dual attack and 20k. So, if you use your leader card's effect, he could become a 25k dual attacker with double strike. So, you can do 4 damage with your Unison card or your Unison leader. That's pretty nice. So, let's leave this up. And I gotta say, the design on this card looks sick, though. I mean, with like the gold swirls and everything. I believe he's doing a burning Big Bang. I don't know. I think. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Or maybe it's like burning Final Flash. Something like that. But awesome. Next card, we have Time Agent Vegeta. Instead of just saying like Vegeta Time Patroller, I guess. Unless there's already one, which then that's why they have to come up with different names. So he's a 4-cost, unique. You could only have one of them in play. Permanent. If your leader card would... If this card would be removed from your battle area, it's sent to the owner's warp instead. Auto, if your leader card is a black Saiyan, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop area. Then activate battle. Once returned for 2 unspecified. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and send it to the owner's warp. Again, this card, I'm feeling it, Black Mass Saiyan, or even the Time Breaker mask, or like the Mass Saiyan with Vegeta, and this like blacks like all 3 of these, or both of those decks, I think really get a boost from some of these cards too. I mean, even probably with like other decks, like the other black decks probably get a boost from this. Even though I'm not, there probably is some burst cards for other decks that might use this. But yeah, I mean, I think that this card's pretty nice. I mean, it's a 19k too, so like your opponent really has to like commit to out comboing this, and then if you combo 5, they have to combo 10 just to get out of this, so that's pretty nice. Next card, we have Time Agent Trunks. Yeah, Trunks getting that love. So he is a 3-cost, 4,000 power with unique. He has blocker. Auto, when this card is played, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then auto, if your leader card is a black Saiyan, when this card is placed in the drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop area. So again, just like the Vegeta or your Unison card, you discard him with the effect of your leader. he gets put into play for free, but in order to make it not busted, they made it so that it has unique, so you can't, like, let's say if you milled top 5 and you get like 2 time agent Trunks, 2 time agent Vegetas, or like 3 of one and 2 of the other. You can't just like spam the board with like 5 cards. So I guess that's why they made it so that it has unique, so then it wouldn't be too busted if you just spam the field with a bunch of cards. But pretty nice. I like these. Definitely might even try to see them in Black Mass Saiyan. Then the next card we have the Supreme Kai of Time. Let's see. So it's a 1 cost 4K Supreme Kai of Time, Guardian of Space Time. You have auto. If you have 5 or less cards in your hand, when this card is used to combo, this card gains 10k combo for plus 5k combo. I don't know. My mind like thought about it already has 5, so I was like, oh, it's a 10k combo. But then I said it gains 10k. No, it becomes a 10k. Auto, if your leader card is a Black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop area. Wow. Like, this whole deck basically, you drop it to your drop area and then you can play it. That's pretty nice. Again, Black Mass Saiyan. Now we get like, this would be great support. There's some great support. I mean, you just mill some of these cards out with your effect, and then you get critical for your leader, and then you get a body on board. That is some nice support, I gotta say. Super happy about that. And then, of course, you get your non-foil copies. Let's see. So you get 2 more. So you get your playset if you get 2 of them. But I gotta say, loving those cards. Next, we get 4 Furthering Destruction Champa. Which, I mean, at the time of recording, it was like the day after or a couple days after they've announced that in the anniversary box, they actually took out the Champa that was gonna get like the alternative art reprint. Instead, they put the the Crown of Retribution Broly. It's a Broly card. I'm not the part I was foggy on is what the name is. I'm pretty sure it's Crown of Retribution Broly, which, I mean, you know I like Broly, so that is an awesome reprint. But I do feel for the people that actually wanted like a more blinged out version, because like the highest rarity now is still the level 2 judge. But like the Champa probably would have looked really awesome, but I mean, you do have access to it in this. And I mean, giving more people access to the Broly that didn't get a chance to, like myself, I think that was probably the better decision. I do have like my gripes against like the reprint. I don't think that they should have reprinted that the Pan card. I think they should have reprinted like either another print run of the Goku Black tournament promo, since because of like the pandemic, like people weren't able to actually attend those events to be able to get the promo from the packs. So reprinting it in a product that more people have access to, I think would have been a better decision than the Pan. And then also, there's like the other draft box cards like Piccolo, I believe, the Vegeta, and like Obuni that are also like really played cards that, because of draft box being such a low print item, I think they should have reprinted those. Like, I personally, like, when Bandai does, like, the survey that says, like, what other products would you do? I've been saying, like, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, like, other games have ways where they reprint good cards to get people access to them. And I believe that they should do a product. I'm sure this anniversary box is like a product, but that's like only once per year. I think they should do like maybe something like 2 times a year that does like reprints of something good. So I mean, like, people who actually get it when it first comes out, like maybe 6 months later, they'll reprint a really good card for players. I think that would be a good thing. I mean, it helps people have access to the cards so they could play it, but also like let people who actually pull it like be able to play it or sell it, whatever they want to do. But yeah, sorry about that long tangent, but I guess we'll get back. But yeah, furthering destruction Champa. I mean, you do a double strike with your leader, double strike with that Vegeta, since then it would be a 29k. Add double strike, like if you don't use your leader's ability to give a double strike to your Unison card. So, yeah, definitely a good card. Next, we have Time's Judgment, which was the, like, black negate from set 3. I believe this also came in the Black Mass Saiyan deck. So you only get 2 per copy of the starter decks. I personally don't think that this one's as good, as they probably should have given you the one that has the Android 8 on it, that gets like the 1 cost back to your hand. This is basically like goes to your drop, and then, or you can negate and then you discard 2 cards from your hand and then you can get it back. And I personally wouldn't have gone with that. Next, they gave you Time Control Cronoa. Personally, I mean, this was only good for like counterplaying Shugesh. I don't know why they keep trying to push this card. I don't think it's that great of a card. I mean, it's a draw 1 that has deflect, I guess. But really, probably a waste of a space right there. Next, speaking of Black Mass Saiyan, we got Time Trauma Mass Saiyan, the Bardock card. So it's a 3 cost 15k. When you play this card, if your leader card is black, you may choose 2 cards in your life, add them to your hand. If you chose to add 1 or more cards from your hand, if you chose to add 1 or more cards to your hand, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less and send it to their warp. Basically, it just helps like get rid of cards on your opponent's board. Pretty good, and I mean, he is a 15k. Then, speaking of the other Mass Saiyan, we got Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan. So this is for the like energy manipulation decks. So he's a 5k 1 cost. When you attack with this card, you may add 1 card from your life to your hand. If you do, this card gains 10k power for the duration of the turn. Then the second auto, which is the more useful one, when your opponent plays a battle card with 15k power or less using a non-keyword skill, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and places them in the drop. So it wasn't energy manipulation, it's so that people can't like play other free cards. So like if you're playing against an opponent that's like a mirror match and they play the Trunks or something, then they have to discard 2 just to use this. Oh, there we go. Oh, it wasn't Android 8. It was Master Roshi. My bad. Yeah, this is the better negate, the Power Burst. So it's a 1 cost. It has Sparking, and then you can activate this card, or counterattack if your leader card is black, negate the attack, then choose 1 black battle card with an energy cost of 1. from your drop or your warp and add it to your hand. So you could get the Supreme Card of Time. I guess that's why they give you the Chronoa, so then you can basically keep getting Chronoas to your hand. Or the Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan to your hand. But yeah, this is probably the better negate than the Time's Judgment. That one's kind of not as good. I mean, this one, you could use it for free with Sparking, and then it gains a card back to your hand. Next, we have for Son Goku making an entrance. It's a counter attack. For 1 energy, negate the attack and play this card. Still better than the Time's Judgment. I mean, you got a negate. You got like 8 good negates in here already. So I mean, I'd probably take that out and put something else in it. But yeah, awesome. The only thing I have is, why did it have 0 combo? Should have given it at least 5k. I don't know why they decided to choose to give them 0 combo. Then you have Vegeta making an entrance, so more like Zeno cards. So I like this. I mean, it's really themed to what the deck is, instead of just putting like random cards thrown in. So the one cost 15k, counter. So yeah, if your opponent uses a counter on you, you counter with this. Choose 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more and power of 3,500 or less in your drop area and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Play this card. Permanent, this card cannot be played from any area using counter. This card can only be played from any area using counter skills, and only 1 Vegeta making an entrance can be played in your battle area. So yeah, this was before they came up with the unique keyword skill. So yeah, so it could only, you can't actually pay 1 energy and play this. It has to come out using the counter. Then you have 4 of the vanilla Super Saiyan Trunks. You have the Bibbidi Super Combo. Wow, that's nice. If all your energy is black, when you combo with this card from your hand, this card gains 1,000 combo power for the duration of the turn for each card in your drop or warp. Or drop and warp. So, really awesome super combo. And then you have Time Bullet. Counterplay. If you have a Unison card in play, if the battle card being played with an energy cost of 2 or less is sent to the owner's warp instead of being played. Permanent, you can activate this skill's counter skill from your hand without paying for its energy cost by choosing 2 other cards in your hand and discarding them. This was the first time I've seen this card. I mean, it's 2 or less, so I mean, that's kind of really weak. If it was like 4 or less, maybe, I think that would be a lot better. But not bad. Sorry this video took so long and went after a whole tangent about reprints and stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like. I could do a more like in-depth profile of like what cards I would keep in, what cards I would add. If you would like that type of thing, I'll probably put like a poll in the video and you guys could vote on it if you want to see a like better deck profile of what cards you would want to play from if you were just getting 2 starter decks, and then like suggestions on what you would add to make it a little bit more competitive. So if you want to see that, just go in the vote in the poll. It should be on the top if I remember to add it correctly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is Saiyan TCG. Till next time.